Alan, how are we? And Georgia, it's good to see you guys. I'm just going to take a moment to share the live real quick, guys. It would be helpful if you guys shared it as well. It'd be very nice, very cool. I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm kind of excited about reading Absolute Green Arrow. If you were on earlier today, you would have seen me do a read along with Absolute Batman. And oh my gosh, people. It was absolutely freaking insane. I freaking love that comic. Absolute Batman number 21. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. If you haven't gotten a copy, pick it up. Tracker, how you doing, bud? It's good to see you. And Heidi. So I did read Absolute Batman earlier today, and I am not disappointed by any means with that comic book, guys. Not by a long shot. But yeah, if you haven't gotten a copy, go ahead and get it. Trust me. Now, today, or now, I'm going to read Absolute Green Arrow. And I'm going to read my variant copy, which looks pretty sick. Let me show that again. It looks pretty sick. This isn't a foil, by the way. It just looks shiny because it's in the sleeve. But this is a cardstock. And I'm hoping they show who this is. And again, if you don't want any spoilers, because I did go a little extensive with my Absolute Batman. I was so excited about that one. And but if you don't want to get any spoilers, of course, this would not be the time to join my live. 5-4, how you doing, bud? But if you want to hang around, if you want to stay and hang around, then by all means, you are more than welcome. Oh wait, that's Absolute Green Arrow number 1. I need Absolute Green Arrow number 2. All right, let me find my variant for number 2. Give me just a moment, guys. I didn't realize that was number 1. I get so many variants, I get confused sometimes. I'm not going to do my foil variant. So I will do, I'm not going to do anything but I put my glasses on, that's for sure. JRC, thank you for stopping by. And Gary, Tracker, is that you bringing those likes up again? Thank you, Tracker. Appreciate you, bud. But yeah, this is cover B. This is a cardstock cover. I could read this one, but I don't want to take, this is a foil, by the way. I don't want to take this one out of the sleeve. That one is a foil. Let me try something real quick. I'm going to try to get some people in here. All right, let's see if that brings some people in. Tracker with the likes at 964 and counting. Good gracious. Thank you, Tracker. You guys need to be like Tracker. Very supportive. Thank you, man. Okay. I know we don't have that many people in right now, but I might just go ahead and start reading. And Normally, what I do is I will read a little bit and then discuss it as I'm going along, um, with very minimal discussion. But I pretty much did a deep dive into Absolute Batman number 21. So I'm probably going to do the same thing with Green Arrow. I know when I read, what did I read? Absolute Catwoman. I was extremely exhausted. There was no enthusiasm. But oh, that's awesome, Chuck. I didn't know you were still in school. Forgot you were still in school. But dude, you're gonna knock him out with that speech. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'll be there with you in spirit, my man. All right. So that was Absolute Green Arrow, the cardstock cover. This is the original cover. In case you're not that one. In case you're wondering, that is the original cover. So I guess that wouldn't help that my camera on YouTube was down or up in this case. But anyway, here we go. Absolute Green Arrow. We're going to do a read along. Grab your copy if you have it. Grab your copy and read along with me. I'm going to stop and discuss as I go along and let you guys know what's happening in the comics. Now, when I read Absolute Batman, I got a restriction because I think it was because I showed a picture of Penguin when he was being experimented on. And he was like a mass of flesh laying on a gurney, hospital bed or whatever. And TikTok didn't like that, so they restricted me. I'm gonna try not to get a restriction this time, though. All right. And guys, share the live for me if you would. Bring some more people in the room because I got a feeling this is going to be awesome. Now, if you didn't know, spoiler alert, I'll give you a chance to log out if you don't want to hear it. But spoiler alert again. But if you didn't know, in Absolute Evil, which was a one shot, in Absolute Evil, um, Green Arrow was about to go out and take care of some people. By take care of, I mean he was going to bring down some bad guys, and they got the drop on him, and they unalived him, and so his body was dumped on a table, and he was unalive. His girlfriend, uh, uh, Black Canary, is trying to investigate to find out who unalived Green Arrow. And so she walked upon a crime scene. And let me tell you, it was brutal. It was a brutal scene. And then someone attacked her. And here we are. Okay, let's go. Let's go. All right. Um, so she's talking to herself pretty much. Okay, so she was captured, and this Green Arrow character, um, he he's got her trapped. I don't know what else to say. He's got her trapped, and he's talking to her now, and he's got this mask on. I thought it was his face, but he looked like a. Well, you can see his face. Um, it almost looks like some kind of a skeleton, but apparently it's a mask. And he says you must be. He's talking about how she must be tired of watching the rich profit, and he tells her that they were meant to work together. and she's verbally attacking him, like calling him names. You're depraved. And he says, "I'm the hero here," and he takes the mask off, and it looks like none other than Ali himself. Now, this is where it starts to get confusing. G Black, how are you, man? I hope you got your copy, G Black. This is where it starts to get confusing already. I'm on the first page because he's supposed to be unalive. 101 is good to see you, bud. He's supposed to be unalive. And so she calls him out. She's like, "Ollie, but you're, unalive. You're not with us." And oh, God dang it. They got me. Turns out to be a dream or more like a nightmare. And she tells him, you're not here. You're not alive. And he's like, what do you know? And she wakes up in a cold sweat, or it could be a hot sweat, I don't know. But she wakes up in a cold sweat with a nosebleed. And this is what wakes her up. This right here. And so he must still be unalive then, I guess. So that leaves the question then, who is the guy running around as Green Arrow then? And so apparently she used to get these nosebleeds as a kid, and it's probably due to her sonic power, I would imagine. Hmm. She's describing the crime scene that she walked up on. Um, you know, his roommate or former business partner, former roommate. They had a falling out, by the way, but he was riddled with arrows and had a hand severed. Okay, she's just reminiscing a little bit. So that was like a little opening scene. She's just reminiscing back on him as when they were kids and how they found a body that was unalived of some kid that had eyes all over his body, which is probably why in that dream he had multiple eyes. But hmm. So it looks like somebody is going after all of Green Arrow's nemesis, maybe. And whoever it is leaving Green Arrow graffiti. So his company logo, they're leaving that all over the place. But we still don't know who that is. We don't know if somehow Ali survived but there's no way he could have survived though because his body was literally slumped over a table. And, you know, I think they had a funeral and everything. And so she's working with Hammond, which is one of his enemies, one of Green Arrow's enemies. He's some rich crime lord, I'm gathering. And she has no choice but to work with him, though, because she's trying to find answers as to who took out Green Arrow. So she's kind of forced into working with him, but at the same time, she was hired to protect him, the bad guy. Hmm. All right. There's a flashback of her fighting in a ring in a boxing or kickboxing match. It looks like and she is kicking butt. Wait, is that Dinah? I'm not sure if that's Dinah. Oh wait, it must be. Oh no, no, no. That's her name is Mia Dearden, so she's on the list. So they're naming they're going through some people who are on the list of who could possibly be this Green Arrow character. Roy Hopper, or Speedy, or in today's I guess modern comics would be Arsenal, if he's still called Arsenal. Then there was Merlin, who's also an archer, and then there's Mia Dearden. I don't see her shooting arrows, but she can sure fight, that's for sure. And she was next on the list. She had grown up in a foster home and discovered a knack for computer programming, which is one of her many talents, apparently. Oh, so Dinah is going to get in the ring with her. This girl, oh, she is the girl issued a challenge. And apparently, she's good. Apparently, she's good. Right, she's kicking this guy's butt, and then she issues a challenge to the guy, the big boss who wants to talk to her, and they're like, we don't, we don't do that, but Dinah does. Black Canary does. So she steps into the ring, and let's see what happens from that. Of course, they do a flashback to 6 years ago. Okay, so this goes back. This goes back 6 years, and apparently, um, Ollie took. So maybe it's not his girlfriend. Hmm. So Ollie took her in when she was on a foster home, and she gave him a choice. She was like, your roommate or me?" And oh no, no, no. Okay, I'm talking ahead of myself. I'm reading ahead of myself. I'm getting too excited. So this was the girl who was in the boxing ring, not Dinah. Okay, I can't. I'm jumping ahead of myself, and I'm trying to guess before I read stuff. So the girl in the boxing ring, he took her into foster care. Okay, now that makes sense because Dinah is about his age. So I know he didn't take Dinah in and start dating her. So he took Mia in, and that's why she's a suspect. Okay, and Green Arrow didn't want to give up on him, so he's going to try to help them both. And they're fighting. Dinah, or Black Canary, and this Mia girl. I wonder who this Mia girl is. Like, is she like in the superhero world? She's got to be, because she's one heck of a fighter. She is kicking uh, Black Canary's butt. They're going toe to toe, that's for sure. They're going toe to toe. They're both getting some good licks in. They're talking all through the fight. And then Dinah gets the best of her. Oh my gosh, did she get the best of her? Okay. He got her in a pile dropper. She looked like she was going to lose at first, but she pulled it through. Camden, how are you, man? Guys, grab your copy if you haven't already. Let's do this one. I'm just reading through Absolute Green Arrow number 2. All right, if you have a copy, you should grab it and read along. I'm just going to give out usurps. I hope I said that right. Usurps as I go along. And it turns out that Oliver Queen had a son that nobody knew about. Huh. But Mia, the girl who he took in, apparently knew about this son, but she was the only one who knew. Oh, and it is Connor Hawke. Connor Hawke. I should have known. They found Connor. Okay, Connor looks a little different. Oh, Connor looks a little different. G Black, isn't it though? Oh my gosh, dude. I haven't gotten to the good part yet. Okay, okay, I'm still reading. So I know they're talking to Connor. Or well, Dinah is talking to Connor, and she hears a scream and she runs out, and some of the men are tied up and they've got arrows all through them, and then one shoots through the guys right here as she's looking at him. So whoever it was is still there. And of course, she got blinded by a drop of liquid that fell into her eyes. So she can't really see. And out of nowhere comes this rascal. Out of nowhere. And he looks as creepy and ominous as ever. Connor wants to stay behind and help. So she tried to get him to leave, but he wouldn't. And so he opens fire. Excuse me. He opens fire and hits this green arrow, but the green arrow is armored apparently. And oh man, no. God dang it. So the green arrow does a ricochet shot. Hits one, two, three things, and then the arrow pierces Connor Hawke. And if you read issue 1, you would know that the arrow tips are poisoned with some kind of liquid. And so he starts to get affected, and I think he's done. Yep. My goodness. Man. So they took out Connor Hawke already. And the bodyguards, of course. and so she gets a call. There's a lead on Roy Harper, who they're going to probably try to investigate because they caught him, or they found that he was digging up Oliver Queen's grave. So Roy Harper is looking for Oliver Queen's body for some reason. Oh my gosh, people. Oh my God. So there you have it. So basically, Dinah is still looking for Oliver Queen's, the person who took him out, and she is investigating people who are suspects. He's working for Hammond, who she despises, but she feels like that's the only way she can stay close to this case is by working for him, and of course he's paying her handsomely and using the resources and all that stuff. And so she's going around interrogating various people, and she's asking for people's help. Finds out Green Arrow has a son, goes to investigate him. He it turns out was just trying to get his inheritance and get out of there and leave, but ended up coming face to face with the absolute Green Arrow and got unalived. Holy smokes! Okay, this is good. This is good. This is intense, and this is very suspenseful because now I really want to read issue 3. Oh my gosh, people! These absolute titles. Now I will admit, I thought Absolute Catwoman was just mid because I think I had some high expectations for that one because the way they advertised her, calling her the apex predator, and how she has all these abilities and whatnot. Um, they made her sound like she was a beast, but the comic was mediocre. So maybe, just maybe, in the future, they will. Um, her story will be a little more exciting. It just didn't captivate me the way this one did, and definitely not the way the Absolute Batman 21 did. You heard issue 3 is going to be insane, G Black? I sure hope so. Are you talking about the Absolute Green Arrow? I can't imagine how it would be, to be honest. With what I just read, there ain't no way. There ain't no way it can't be. There's no way. Oh my goodness. But anyway, guys, I gotta start getting ready for my judo class. That was a good read, a great read. I highly recommend. So if you haven't gotten your copy of Absolute Green Arrow, I suggest you get it as soon as possible. But I want you to get this one for sure. But if you have to choose between Absolute Batman 21 and this Green Arrow, Absolute Green Arrow number 2, get the Absolute Batman number 21 first. There is no way you could be disappointed with that comic. There's absolutely no way you can be disappointed with that comic. Now I'm gonna, stake my claim and say that you will be pleased with Absolute Green Arrow. It's a great story. So you will be pleased with that, but you're gonna lose your mind over Absolute Batman. Oh my gosh, people. But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on Absolute Batman 21. Well, this one is about Absolute Green Arrow 2. I'm not going to dwell on 21. So, anyway, if you have any questions, you know how to DM me. I'm not going to be on long. I will try to get on later again tonight, but I'm guessing that tonight I will be um, preparing some comics for my auction on Sunday. I'm going to do a whatnot auction on Sunday. I might actually do one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you would, G Black, I did see Absolute Batgirl. I do not like her costume. I'll be honest. I'm hoping they're going to do something better with it. I'm hoping that once she takes the jacket off, there's going to be something awesome underneath that. But as of now, I don't like it. And I definitely don't like the fact that they call her the Bat. Like what? There's only one Bat. There's some side bats, some bat kicks, but there's only one Bat. So I don't know why they're calling her the Bat. Unless they're gonna make her a Bat A, and where she is even more deadlier than Batman, and more, fits more into the absolute world, then I can see it. But if not, then I'm not gonna approve. As a huge Batman fan, I'm not gonna approve. I'll read it anyway, though. Of course. And I will do a live read along with Absolute Batgirl once it comes out. I will do a live read along with that, so never fear. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. This read along was fun. Earlier today's read along was fun. I think as long as I get sleep, I can keep them fun and interesting a little bit. Um, Even though we don't have that many people in the room. And Tracker, thank you for all those likes. Tracker got us up to 2.2 thousand likes. I appreciate you, Tracker. But you guys know the drill. I'm going to bow out and get ready for my classes. And I will see you guys again in the very, very near future. I'm also thinking about doing some midnight whatnot auctions because I heard that was a good time to do auctions on whatnot. So if you're up late, look out for me and hopefully I'll see you guys there. All right. In the meantime, you guys know the drill. Stay safe. Stay awesome. This is Scab here on Scavenger's Hunt. Game over. I love you guys and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Take care and I'm out.